In this video, we're going to be covering our intermediate level blocks. This is part 2 in our blocking series videos. So, if you remember in the last one, we covered high block, middle blocks, and low blocks. Now, starting from there, we're going to start again. Now, our very first block, we're going to do a palm block, also known as Nagashi. Now, from here, our palm will go straight across. It starts at the edge of our body and moves to the opposite edge. All the fingers are together with the thumb tucked tightly at the side of the hand. So it comes straight across. And then the other hand, Nagashi, straight across, palm block. Now, remember, when one hand moves, the other hand moves. Our next block is a back of hand block, also known as Haishu. Now, the full name of this block is Haishu Barai. So it's back of hand sweeping block. Now to do this, we're going to bring our blocking hand up, palm out, up even with the mid-level of our face, not in front of our eyes. We still need to be able to see. Our other hand is going to move under our arm, covering our ribs to protect our open area here. So both palms are out. Now as I pull my non-blocking hand back to trigger point, my blocking hand will move out. Notice my palm is still facing outward. Now, as I get to the end of the block, my hand turns over, so my thumb is up, utilizing the back of my hand against the strike. Now, when we practice this, I'm doing it out to the sides, but this can be done straight ahead. But for our blocking series, we're just going to make it easier on ourselves and go off to the side. So from here, pull and out. Now the opposite side, look, and across. Back of hand, Haishu Barai. Now, our next block is a knife hand block, also known as Shuto Uke, knife hand block. Now, you'll see people practicing this several different ways. They'll do it facing a direction, like 45, or they'll do it palm down straight. Both are acceptable, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to do it 45 to mimic your forms that you practice throughout, whether it be your katas or your ippons and taizus and your kihon waza. So from here, my rear hand, my right hand is going to come up to my right ear with my thumb down, palm out. My blocking hand, in this one, my left, is going to come up, palm facing my jaw, and think about touching your fingertips together. Now, from here, my hand, my top hand, my right hand is going to circle down to be palm up, pinky towards me, as my knife hand circles out 45 degrees to my target. Now, my elbow is bent between 90 and 135 degrees out forward. My bottom hand is pointing towards my target, towards my attacker where I'm blocking. Tight hand. You should be able to balance a cup on this bottom hand. So from my ear and out. Now I'm going to go the other direction. Pull the left hand back, bring the right hand in, circle them out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is knife hand block, Shuto Uke. Our next block that we're going to cover is known as a swim block. Now you'll often also hear swim kagi, so it's like a hooking block, kagiyuki. Now, my hand is going to come forward. Notice I'm pointing my fingers towards my opponent. Now, as my hand comes in, it turns, my elbow moves slightly out, and my thumb will pass by my body, and I press down. So I'm coming out and pressing down, out and down. Now, when you do this, you don't want to just push the hand straight down. You'll also bring it slightly to the edge of your body. So if they're really committed at hitting you, you're swimming it to the outside edge so it misses. So forward and circle down. Forward, circle down. And that is Kagiyuke. The final block we're going to cover in this video is really not a standalone block. It's adding an element to the blocks you're already doing. And this is adding the Nagashi, the brush hand, to another block. So for this purpose, I'm going to do it with our outward block. It's a middle block going from inside to out. So Just like I mentioned in the very first basic video, we're gonna press. So as the hands come together, I'm nagashing, palm blocking. Now from my elbow, I roll for my middle block, stopping at the edge of my body. Now open the hand, palm block across, scoop outward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is your most practical and advanced way to block. So it's a nagashi into your outward block. Nagashi into your outward block. So now we're going to put these together with the first blocks that we did in the basic video for a series that you can practice on your own. So we're going to start with high block, inward middle, outward middle, low sweeping, palm block, cover, back of hand block, shuto, knife hand block. Now, brush block, 1 and 2. So I'm going to go a little bit faster for a little bit more power. Good. So in our next video, we're going to be covering advanced blocking, so be sure to check that one out.